For the past 2 weeks, Madison County voters have had the option to vote early, and for the first time, doing so at various satellite locations throughout the county. Today is the last day to take advantage of that opportunity for this primary election. We asked Madison County Clerk Olivia Pratt her assessment of this new program.
It's been very smooth, but very slow. So I looked at our numbers, and altogether between satellite voting and our absentee by mail ballots and traveling board, we are just under 4% voter turnout, which is obviously incredibly low. I mean, in 2018, which was the last midterm, we had about 23% turnout for the entire election. So I don't know if people are just waiting until election day. We're finding that a lot of people, even though we've mailed everybody information about it and we've tried to get it in the papers and have had meetings, a lot of people still are kind of unaware of it. It started to pick up within the last week, but not drastically by any means.
And how has that turnout measured up to what she expected?
I think I expected more people to turn out, but it's not too surprising with it being the first time that we've done this and it being a primary. I mean, statewide murmurs are maybe 15% turnout, which is obviously very, very low. And I hope that we beat that.
Now, Olivia said that although it has been off to a slow start, going forward, we can expect to see this option in our future elections.
Yeah, we will certainly keep this for the fall. The election board will meet after everything is over and kind of reevaluate. I personally don't want to change anything from spring to fall just because we don't want to cause too much confusion among people. But obviously moving forward, the next clerk could change things. They probably will maybe cut back. I think 2 weeks might be longer than necessary, maybe keep the same amount of locations but go to 1 week, or in the future they could even scale back the number of locations because most counties our size have about 2 or 3 satellite locations open for 1 week. So we're really going above and beyond this first time out.
Pratt said we may see some modification, but we won't have to face loss of the program due to the initial low turnout.
You wouldn't lose it entirely. There would be some form of it, but like I was saying, it definitely could be scaled back and they might lose certain locations. There are a few locations right now that tend to have lower numbers than even the rest of them. You have to look at kind of cost benefit analysis of is it really feasible to keep this many locations open if voters are really only utilizing some of the locations and not all of the locations.
We asked her if she thought that the slow reaction to the satellite voting may have been related to last year's unfortunate circumstances, resulting in the long lines of frustrated voters.
Here it might have. Like I said, we're hearing kind of across the state about 15%, which is going to be low for anybody. But yeah, I could absolutely see some people saying that, I had to wait 6 hours. I'm not doing that again. And they would just not vote. We are hearing from poll workers that a lot of people, especially here at the courthouse, that people, as they walk by and they kind of say, if you'd like to vote, you can do that now. They just say, no, I'll just vote for whoever in the fall. Maybe not understanding how important the primary is because the primary determines who you vote for in the fall.
And that is very important to remember, too. Shifting our attention to the voting hardware, how is the new system working?
The only thing that's new are the poll books. What we're voting on, that's the same equipment that we've been using for the last couple of years. Because I think people are getting confused when they hear about new equipment. They're thinking that it's all new, but what the express votes and the tabulators that we'll use on election day, those are the same that we've had since 2019. But the e-poll books, that's what's new. Everyone loves it. It's so much faster. It's easier because you can go vote anywhere, and because of this equipment, you no longer are going to show up at a location and be told that you have to drive across town to this location because you're at the wrong location. Which that was a lot of people. That was pretty much what voter registration spent their entire day doing in years past. There is no wrong location anymore.
And that in itself undoubtedly will take out some of the glitches. Olivia tells us again that today is the final day to take advantage of the satellite locations throughout the county for a few more hours.
Yeah, satellites are open today until 4, and if that's the last day that they will be open, courthouse is open until 3. And then the courthouse is open from 8 to noon on Monday. At the rate that we've been voting, I don't expect it to drastically pick up. I think a lot of people are waiting until Election Day. I don't know if that's just a personal choice. I know that some people, it's kind of like a holiday to them. They like to get out on that day and go vote, and that is completely understandable. But yeah, satellite, it just makes it so much easier and more accessible to be able to get somewhere and go vote.
And again, that's until 4 o'clock today. Now, while you've heard certain elections are important elections, we believe every election is an important election. It's the process, and it's a process right that many Americans have given the ultimate sacrifice for. It's the process that will decide who will represent you at the government centers. Madison County Clerk Olivia Pratt, thank you for the updates on our local election process. And your final thought?
I would highly encourage everybody to get out and vote, utilize these satellite locations. It makes voting so much more convenient. You can't be at a wrong location anymore. Just get out and vote.
The Buzz of Madison County airs every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock as part of Kevin Smith Reports on Oldies 101.1 FM and 1240 AM WHBU. Thanks for listening. That's the Buzz of Madison County.